Hi kids! Welcome to Reading with KT into 2011. Today is The Survival in the Sahara Desert by Kathy Kinzer. Whoa, this is a long book. Let's read it. Introduction. The Sahara Desert is one of the largest deserts in the world. It is over 3,500,000 square miles. 9,600,000 square kilometers. It is almost the same size as the United States. It stretches over 10 countries in northern Africa. Like most deserts, the climate in Sahara is hot and dry. Very little rain falls during the year. Most years it gets less than 10 inches, 25 centimeters of rain during the day when the sun is blazing. Temperatures can reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius. Sometimes they get as high as 136 degrees Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius. The nights can be freezing. In this harsh environment, very few plants can grow. Animals also find it hard to survive in this hot, rugged terrain. The desert may extend for miles, but it is sparsely populated. The average population is 1 person per square mile. Most of the world's deserts are located in 2 bands above and 1 below the equator.
Use your headphones.
Thanks, Karma.
Okay. Make sure to cut that part out and cut it out.
Okay. Some scientists think these rock formations were the models for the pyramids, but some tourists find the rock formations eerie. When you think of the Sahara, you probably think it's all sand. It is true that in most parts of the Sahara of the desert, you can see nothing for miles but sand. Wind blows the sand, and dunes form, but the desert is not just sand. There are many rock formations in the Sahara too. Deserts begin as rocks. Winds, rainstorms, and changing temperatures wear away and break down the rock over time. The rocks became sand. Let's explore this desert and see how the plants, animals, and people have survived. Chapter 1. Plants surviving in a dry climate. With little water in the desert, some plants have adapted to collect and conserve water. One plant that has changed over time so that it can survive in this environment is the acacia tree. The acacia tree survives in areas that get less than 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters of the rain per year. Its leaves and roots help it survive. Its leaves are flat and small. They protect the tree bark from dry winds. Its long roots can reach water that is deep in the ground. The thorns of the acacia tree discourage animals from eating it. Cocktail ants also live in it. They patrol the branches and sting any animals eating the leaves. Palm trees and oasis. People search for an oasis in the desert. An oasis is a green spot that shimmers in the blazing sun. Date palms grow there. The plants are beneficial to people. Here's how people use date palms. Date palm. Fruit. Seeds. Woodland leaves. Leaves. Sap. Those are the parts. And the use are food, camel food, fuel, fences, baskets, and drink. Chapter 2. Animals surviving in extreme heat. Like plants, desert animals must be able to survive with little water. They must also be able to survive in the extreme desert heat. Temperatures in the Sahara often rise around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius during the day. This extreme heat makes it difficult for animals to be active at night. The desert cools off quickly. This is when many animals come out. Temperatures in Algeria. Compare the average in daytime and nighttime. Temperatures in the Sahara, the temperature affects when the animals are active. The fennec fox's sandy coat and white belly help it blend in with the sand. This camouflage protects it from its enemies. Nocturnal animals. The fennec fox and the jerboa are the 2 Sahara animals that are nocturnal. They are active at night when they hunt for food. They They burrow underground during the day to avoid the extreme heat. The fennec fox has adapted to keep cool in desert. It loses heat through its large ears. The bones of its feet have protective hair that shields it from the burning sand. The jerboa is a small rodent like the fox. It hunts for plants and insects at night. The jerboa is able to escape lumbering predators that lurk nearby running or leaping. It can run up to 22 miles per hour, 35 kilometers per hour, and leap 10 feet, 305 centimeters into the air. A desert monitor may travel up to 3 miles, 5 kilometers in search of food. Desert monitor. The desert monitor is a lizard that can grow up to 5 feet, 152 centimeters long. Several adaptations help it survive in the harsh desert. Its nostrils are close to its eyes. This keeps out desert as the lizard burrows underground to stay cool and find food. It also has salt glands that help minimize water loss. Unlike nocturnal animals, the desert monitor is active during the daytime. Each morning, it sets off in search of animals sleeping in burrows. Once it spots an animal, it digs in and grabs the animals with its sharp teeth and claws. These lizards are endangered. More as of the desert is turned into farmland, these animals lose their homes and find it harder to find food. Also, people hunt them for their skins. Silver ants. Tiny silver ants live in the Sahara. They escape the intense heat by climbing onto desert plants. They search for dead insects during the hottest part of the day while their predators rest in burrows. The ants have an internal pedometer that tracks how many steps in they take. They use it to find their way home. Camels, built for the desert. Camels are one animal that has adapted well to the desert. Here are some ways that it had adapted. It stores body fat in its hump, and can go without food or time. It has long legs that keep ground heat away from its body. Its nostrils close during a sandstorm. It does not swallow or breathe in sand. Chapter 3. People surviving in the desert. People must find ways to survive in the desert. They need to find ways to collect and conserve water. They also protect themselves from the desert heat. They wear loose clothes and cover their faces. Many move from place to place to find food and water for their animals. They are nomads. The town of Gardia, Algeria grew up near an oasis where people could get water. Today, many desert people have moved to Arabian areas to live. The Tuareg, the Tuareg are nomadic people who live in the Sahara. They must move from place to place in order to find plants for their animals to eat. They herd sheep, goats, and camels, since it is hard to find grazing land for their herds. The Tuareg are constantly on the move. The name Tuareg means people of the veil. The men wear veils to cover their faces. They also wear silken, loose-fitting robes that protect them from harsh sun, thorns, and desert dust. These falling robes are dyed indigo blue. The Tuareg are often called the men of the blue desert, the blue men of the desert. The men led camel caravans across the desert. They take their animals and goods to nearby towns to sell. The Tuareg are also known for their fighting ability and their artwork. Chapter 4. Oh, it's that same page. Desert homes. Over the years, people have built many different kinds of homes in order to escape the harsh desert heat. In Matmata, Tunisia, people have been living in underground homes for 2,000 years. Spikes in the walls or ropes help them climb in and out of their homes. The Bedouins have to move from place to place to allow their herds to graze. Most Bedouins live in tents made from camel or goat hair, bringing water to the desert. Spring. Qanat. The Bedouins fold their tents and have their camels or goats drag the tents behind them. Water in the desert. People in the Sahara use underground tunnels called qanats to bring them water. This water system works well in the desert as it does not need pumps to draw the water up. The people can construct qanats without many tools, but with the workers who build them are very skilled. First, the workers must identify the source of water. Then they dig the qanats by hand. The water most often comes from a spring near the mountains. The water flows downhill through the qanat into a well. Then people can bring the water to the surface. In other places, more modern methods of bringing water to the surface are utilized. There is a reservoir of fresh water far below the ground in Farafara, Egypt. The government has built deep wells there. The wells bring the water to the surface. Desert garden and well. Here's the conclusion. Many plants and animals have adapted in order to survive in the harsh conditions of the Sahara Desert. The climate is hot and dry. The plants and animals have adapted to conserve and collect water. People have found ways to live in the desert. They wear clothes that help them stay cool and also protect them from the intense sun. They have learned to build different kinds of homes to help them stay cool. Unlike plants and animals, people can change the desert itself. They build wells and turn parts of the desert into usable land. However, like any place on Earth, they must use the desert and its resources wisely. It is hard to find water in the desert, and once people do find it, they must learn to conserve it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this book. And the end. This book was made by the Macmillan McGraw Hill Foundation.